Hello everyone, so happy Saturday. I'm sure it will be Saturday now when this video uploads. So here is our Sacred Rebels guidance message to see us into our weekend. It's the Jubilee Bank Holiday weekend here in England. So we're having a long holiday weekend. What are you doing this weekend? How's your weekend going? Okay, so let's get our guidance message for the collective this evening. Thank you, Spirit. So what's the guidance message for the collective? So here we have card 20, Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. With card 30, the Perfection of Your Life at the bottom of the deck. So our guidance message for the weekend. Excuse me. The feminine wisdom of gentleness can assist you now. When we are at a point in life when we want to attain greater things but don't necessarily have a proportionally greater supply of energy at our disposal, it is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. However, a cultural ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that the more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. There is an old story that the sun and the wind were debating about who was more powerful. After boasting about their prowess, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on. The wind and the sun decided that whomever could force the coat off the man was the most powerful. The wind began demonstrating its impressive power. It blew and caught underneath the coat, pulling it and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily out of puff, the wind gave up. The sun took over. He shone down, becoming brighter and brighter until the man slipped off his coat, slung it over his shoulder and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather that day. The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by being. You are being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, and your intense activity, even if it is just for this moment. Does this mean that you have to surrender the goals you were chasing through those endeavours? Certainly not. This is not about letting go of achievement. It is about understanding the process of manifestation in a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you entirely worn out. It is about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself absolutely, naturally, and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. It is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek rather than feelings of lack and need. Do you see the subtle but important difference? To feel that you are already a naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different to feeling lack, fear, or wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it is not even yet the job you have. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more of into your life. Like attracts like. You do not need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things come in time, rightfully and according to a greater loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time and shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It is okay to become softer, to feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life, and to act as much as you can as though it is already that way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. As you soften into becoming what you are seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This oracle also comes with a special message that you have been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much, but it is now time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitations of the more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower was a useful lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you, because you are now beginning to create on a far grander scale that is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. Thank you. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. You are a part of a global healing manifestation process. You are, through your way of being in the world, helping to birth a new awareness. This new way will heal the human heart and bring it back into balance with nature. This is essential for the human soul to survive, flourish, and to cooperatively nurture the earth rather than destroy her natural resources. You may or may not be consciously aware of the extent to which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than taking can actually help all of humanity, but nonetheless, it is playing an important role in greater human evolution. It is the power of attraction, of magnetism, rather than that of striving and force, that will replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart after your struggle. This change in approach will encourage the shift from head to heart that is essential for your individual well-being and for the greater human evolution. You need to heal so that you can help the world to heal. Does this give you absolute permission now, in your own mind, to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? Have you ever seen a storm pictured from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be quite a violent experience. So too, there is great beauty in your life now. However, at this point in the natural process, yes, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or an anxiety that you cannot quite articulate but sense vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged and a person or situation in your life is causing all kinds of havoc, upheaval or change and uncertainty in your world. Whether the chaos seems subtle, strong, internal or external, all is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm which is having an impact on you. It is clearing things out, ruffling feathers and preparing you for the lovely, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experiences after the storm has finally passed. If you cannot believe there is anything happening, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted or stale, here is a message for you. No matter what appears to be, in truth there is only the unfolding creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanting or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. Do your liberating rain dance. Rage, weep, pray, dance, paint or sing. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exorcise the blocked energy in your heart. Then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path as it aligns for the next creative turn of the spiral of life. Once again, you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. So let's close out tonight's tonight's reading with this healing process. So if you would like to take part, then please take a moment to get yourself nice and comfortable. So imagine that you are standing at the silent centre of a great cleansing storm. All aspects of your life are rained upon, blown about, and even messed up a little. How do you feel? The storm then passes, and you are left with soft sunshine and slightly soggy feet. Some parts of your life will have been washed away. Some others will be strong and stable, a bit messy perhaps, but still there nonetheless. How do you feel? Underneath your feet, you see a pattern forming in the cleansed earth, as if it is rising up from the damp, slightly disturbed soil. A golden, gleaming, geometric pattern of the flower of life grows. Sense the perfection of the form. See how each flower feeds into the next, in symmetry, harmony and balance. Finish this practice by saying, I give thanks for the higher order of my life, which I trust implicitly as it guides me into wholeness and love. From that which appears as chaos, new order is rising. I trust this and receive the gift of higher order in my life now. Through grace and mercy, so be it. Relax for a moment. Become aware of your feet, and in your own time go back to your day or evening. You have completed your healing process. If you are very drawn to the flower of life pattern, you may like to research it further and draw or colour it into your journal as a visual, meditative exercise. So I hope you enjoyed today's Sacred Rebels guidance message and healing process to lead us into the weekend. So much love, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon.